Welcome to NBC News Daily. We start with a brutal winter blast paralyzing a big part of the country with snow, ice, and bitter cold temperatures. The storm already pounded parts of Kansas and Missouri over the weekend and into the early morning hours today. 11 inches of snow fell in Kansas City. That is the fourth highest single day of snowfall since records started in 1888.
Right now, 62 million people are facing winter weather alerts as the system moves across the central U.S. to the mid-Atlantic. Now, as a result, schools are closed in several East Coast states and Washington, D.C. There are also power outages across Virginia, and snow emergencies have been declared in parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. NBC News correspondent Antonia Hilton joins us now from Philadelphia. Look, Antonia, this is the first big winter storm of the year there where you are in Philly. But I guess my question is it going to be just as bad as what we're seeing, for example, in Kansas, in the Midwest, and those other states?
Maybe not just as bad here in Pennsylvania as what people are starting to see happen in Kansas, for example, where some areas may see well over a foot today. But in this region, we're talking a couple inches all the way up to about 1 foot. And even in parts of the region like Philly, where we're seeing just a couple inches piling up behind me here, that's still a serious concern. All of the Philadelphia public schools, for example, are out of school today, and that's to keep kids and families safe. Even as our team was arriving today, we saw some people on some of the roads that aren't cleared as well, actually already slipping and sliding. And so, experts are urging that if you don't have some kind of necessary, absolute must-do errand or job to go to today, to stay inside and to not be on the roads because of the kinds of conditions people are facing out there. The good news is that this system is going to be over the Atlantic by about midnight tonight. So that means that the snow will start being more manageable as we get through this week. But the cold temperatures are not going anywhere, guys. It's going to be very cold throughout this week. There's going to be a serious wind chill in these parts of the country. So we have that to prepare for.
Antonia, we know the system is also causing a major headache for airlines and treacherous conditions for drivers on the road. So if people do need to leave their homes today, what do they need to keep in mind?
Well, a few things. If you are in, say, Missouri, Kansas, if you are in Dallas or the DMV area, so any of the airports really around D.C. and Maryland, you are very likely going to face some trouble. Those are the regions where planes are having the most trouble getting off the ground right now. We're at about 3,000 or so, over 3,000 delays, and just over 1,700 cancellations in the U.S. right now. And those numbers are expected to tick up. We're only at about noon. So if you just have to get to the airport anyway, have a plan B and make sure that you're careful. And again, we've already seen some trouble on the roads here, and some parts of the country are going to not just have this kind of fluffy snow you're seeing here, but they're actually going to see ice and freezing rain. That poses a major threat. So whether it's the skies or the roads, people need to be incredibly careful right now, guys.
All right, Antonia Hilton, thank you so much. Stay warm, friend.